Hey, what's up survivors, and welcome back to my Minecraft tutorial. And today we're going to be collecting some cocoa beans and making a cocoa bean farm. Yes, we're going to be doing another 1.3 feature today, and to find cocoa beans you need to head to the jungle. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Yeah, that stuff, yeah. And handily, as you can see, there is a jungle over here in the distance. So we're going to visit the jungle and we're going to collect some cocoa beans. And then we're going to use them to create a cocoa bean farm. Cocoa beans can be used for making cookies, and they can also be used as a brown dye for wool. You can now occasionally find cocoa beans in dungeons, but you can find them so commonly here it makes them a little pointless in dungeons now. I can see them being removed out there in a future update. It used to be the only place you could find them, and cookies were the only use that there were for them. So essentially, to break these off, you just need to use something that's not a tool. Your fist will do, and you will get 3 cocoa beans for a fully grown plant. 2 for a slightly smaller plant, and 1 for a tiny plant, and you can plant them on the side of jungle wood. And only jungle wood is the only one you'll be able to plant them on. So we're also going to chop down some jungle wood as well. You can just do this by using your axe. They're fairly small trees. How many pieces of jungle wood have I got? I've got 7. Mind the vines. The vines can be kind of tricky. They do drain your axe. Surprisingly, they do. So be cautious of that. So I'm going to collect these just like that. And we now have a set of cocoa beans. Not 100% sure how many exactly yet, but we'll soon find out. I'm just going to make sure I eat. And no, this is not you, this is from the cows. You're okay. Wow, I've still got stuff left from the bookmaking tutorial. 15 cocoa beans, that is more than enough. And how much jungle wood? 15 as well, that's perfect. That is perfect. So we're going to head back to the farm here. As always, I'll probably spruce this up a bit. Yeah, tree joke there. Yeah, get me. We'll probably spruce this up a bit off camera. I just want to show you how to farm it. It doesn't have to be neat right now. I just want to show you how to farm these dudes, and we will look at their uses in other episodes. Just going to clear this out. That's going to be tight, isn't it? I'm just going to mark off where I want the cobblestone here. I want wood around the outside, just the regular oak. So I'm going to mark this in with an indentation. You don't need to make a massive cocoa bean farm, they don't have a lot of uses. Not unless you want to make a lot of cookies, but honestly, cookies are more of a treat than any sort of form of useful item, quite frankly. So we have this sort of dodgy shape. Well, that's because this is in the wrong area. You do not belong there, you belong there. Dirt belongs here, dirt belongs there, wood belongs here. Yeah, and this central bit we're also going to make wood, I think. Might as well. You don't need water to grow these guys either. Something to be cautious of. Now, oh yes, I didn't mention that logs now, when placed, will place to whatever direction you want them to be. So, in our case, we want them to be placed upwards. So just go up to the block and jump and place. Just like that. I'm going to make them too high. Yeah, I'm still adjusting to this actually. I'm not used to it. So let's do this. Let's clear this out of the way. As I say, I'll add things like fences on later and stuff like that. It's not priority of mine right now. Why don't we have... Let's just get rid of these out of the way. Oh, I don't know. That's annoying. Why don't we have... I'm obviously going to have some here too, so I can do this. I mean, you can put wood all the way around if you want, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to clear these out of the way as well, aren't I? I don't know, let's just have 6. Let's just do that. Let's just put some wood in here. There we go, and we now have like these little staffs, if you want to call them that. Now get your cocoa beans in your hand and simply right click on the jungle wood. It's as easy as that. And why don't we make these this side, and you could have 2 at either end. This is not the most efficient design ever. Quite frankly, I'm not too bothered about efficiency or anything like that. All I'm bothered about is whether it works. So I'd leave the middle sort of. Well, you could put stuff in the middle. You could have one here, and well, no, it just doesn't really belong there. I'd have them on the outside personally. You can do this with them. I think this is more than suitable to grow cocoa beans. Frankly, it doesn't have to be a massive farm. You can make yours as big as you like, you know. I might expand this a bit off camera, but I just wanted to show you how to farm these guys. And eventually they will grow in 3 stages. We saw them in stage 3. This is stage 1. And in stage 3, they're sort of a little more orange, but not massive and properly orange. And that is about it as regards cocoa beans. There's not a whole lot more to talk about them, really. You can use them for obviously for making cookies and for brown dye, but there's not a whole lot else. There's stage 2. Now if you break this, you will get just your 1 cocoa bean back, so be careful of that. Yeah, I will fence it all off camera. Let's just collect the wheat. Let me show you how to collect wheat. Just use your fist, just like that, and we will collect wheat. Wheat only has 2 uses. It can be used for attracting animals, breeding, actually 3 uses. Attracting animals, breeding animals, and bread is what they are used for. Now I've tidied this all up off camera, but I don't know how big I'm going to make it yet, to be honest. I might make it the same width as this. Might collect some more jungle wood, etc. Because there's only a couple of other items we are left to farm. Melon and pumpkins, we've still got to farm those. We will probably have this here, melon and pumpkin farm. I can move my infinite water spring over here and make a well. Cactus, we've still got to farm those, and something else which is a bit weird when I say it. It's not a real crop. It's called netherwort, which can only be accessed via the nether, and we won't be going to the nether just yet, but it's worth noting, put it that way, it's worth noting that we will be doing that. That will be probably the last thing we farm, because netherwort has one use, and that is brewing. We do brewing in Minecraft to make potions, but that's again much later on in the game. The last thing we will farm is obviously cactus, well, the next thing we will farm, sorry, but I don't think we'll do cactus just yet. We might do. I haven't made my mind up yet, quite frankly, as to what we should do, whether just to do cactus and show you how to farm those. I think I might do, to be honest. Then we've done all the farming that we'll need to for a good while, to be honest. There's not a whole lot more other than that, and some of them are now fully grown cocoa bean plants already. They don't take very long to grow at all. Yeah, probably post cactus farm, which is what we might add next. I think that will be about it, to be absolutely honest. We will then go and do some more cave splunking. That sound fair? I think it sounds fair. Let me go to sleep. Oh yes, anyway, I'm just going to go to sleep and then we will sign off for the night. Oh yeah, set the time. We're going to do a commands tutorial soon. It's great for time setting. I don't use commands to spawn stuff in. I do this all legit. If you download my maps, you will know that, because you will see that parts of the forest are missing and all sorts, essentially. I just use it to set the time for longer tutorials or when I want to be outside. So, anyway. Nobody kicking up down there. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. If you have, a like or a subscribe is always appreciated. And I hope to see you next time. And until then, see you later and have a good day.